Hey, so this is daily devotional. We're doing September 6th. It's September 7th today, but I'm behind. But the message is made by Richard T. Jacoby and Henry Jacoby. But and the message today is a heart that loves God. And the message is Hosea 6 verse 6, and it says, "I desire loyalty, not sacrifice, the knowledge of God rather than burnt offerings." And then it says, "No amount of activity for God will ever take the place of a heart that is right with Him." Through the ages, God's people have been persuaded that they could please Him through their service and their offerings, regardless of their heart condition. King Saul offered generous sacrifices, hoping God would have overlooked his disobedience. 1 Samuel 15 verse 22 to 23. David may have assumed that after all he had done on God's behalf, God would overlook his sin. 2 Samuel 12 verse 7 through to 15. Ananias and Sapphira thought that their generous gift to the church would compensate for their deceitfulness. Acts chapter 5 verse 1 to 11. Paul was certainly one who had thought his zealousness would please God. After his conversion, however, he concluded that even if he had faith to remove mountains, he gave all he had to feed the poor and offered his body to be burned for the sake of God, and yet had a heart that was not right. It would all be for nothing. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 1 to 3. We are susceptible to the same misunderstanding as all of these people were. We can be deceived into assuming God is more interested in our activity for Him than He is on the condition of our hearts. God has consistently made it clear that He will not be pacified even by the most generous offering and zealous service if our hearts are not right with Him. Micah chapter 6 verse 68. No matter how much we do in God's service, regardless of how active we are in the church, no matter how honourable our reputation in the Christian community, He will not overlook a sinful heart. His desire is that we devote ourselves to knowing Him and loving Him with all our heart. Thank you for watching, and I really recommend this devotional, but thank you for watching, and Jesus loves you, and bye.